When Rogue One, a Star Wars story, hit theaters in 2016, fans were instantly drawn to the intense, self-sacrificing bond between Jyn Erso and Cassian Andor. While the pair never shared a traditional romantic arc, their final moments, holding each other on a beach as a wave of destruction consumed them, left an emotional imprint on audiences. So when Disney Plus' Andor series premiered in 2022 and began delving deeper into Cassian's backstory, many Jyn loyalists hoped the show would keep their memories at the forefront. But showrunner Tony Gilroy had other plans. In an exclusive interview, Gilroy acknowledged the emotional upheaval his creative decisions have caused among Rogue One fans. "I get it," he said with a sigh. "People loved Jyn and Cassian. That ending was everything to them. So yeah, I apologize. We knew going in that we were opening old wounds." But instead of building toward a flashback or some early version of Jyn and Cassian's connection, Andor forged a new emotional path, one that introduced a wholly original and devastatingly powerful love story between Cassian and rebel freedom fighter Bix Caleen, played by Adria Arjona. Their on-again, off-again entanglement isn't traditional. It's not filled with grand declarations or slow-motion kisses. It's painful, raw, and shaped by the ever-looming threat of imperial violence. There's a lot of intimacy in their silences, Arjona explained in a behind-the-scenes featurette. They've lost people. They've made mistakes. They see each other for who they really are, even when they don't say it. That subtextual honesty is what has drawn many fans to dub Bix and Cassian the most emotionally mature and layered romantic pairing in the Star Wars universe. In fact, despite the overwhelming fan loyalty to Jyn Erso, the Andor series has given Cassian something far rarer in the galaxy, a love story that unfolds slowly and quietly while exploring trauma, grief, and survival. Still, Gilroy doesn't take lightly the hearts he's broken. When you create something like Rogue One and the chemistry between your leads works better than you imagined, it creates a legacy you can't easily sidestep, he said. Jyn Erso mattered. She matters. But Andor is about a man becoming who he was meant to be. We couldn't do that without putting new people in his life who affect him just as deeply. Not everyone agrees. Social media has been flooded with passionate posts from fans who feel Jyn's memory is being erased. But others argue that what Gilroy has done is more respectful than retreading old ground. Jyn and Cassian were about sacrifice. One fan wrote on X, "Bix and Cassian are about survival." That doesn't mean one is better than the other. It just means they represent different phases of his life. Gilroy seems to agree. "Look, Jyn is the ending of Cassian's story. Bix is the middle. You need both to understand the man we saw in Rogue One." As Andor approaches its highly anticipated second and final season, the emotional stakes are only rising. With Cassian inching closer to his fateful mission on Scarif, fans are bracing themselves for the eventual goodbye to Bix, to Ferrix, and to the quieter, more vulnerable sides of Cassian that the series has illuminated. Asked if there's any chance Jyn might still appear in the series, even in a flash-forward or dream, Gilroy only smiled cryptically. Anything's possible in Star Wars. But we're not trying to rewrite what people already love. We're just trying to earn the moments that led there. It's a careful, almost reverent line to walk, one that recognizes the fierce loyalty of Jyn Erso fans, while also expanding the emotional vocabulary of a character who was once just a soldier in a cause. Thanks to Andor, Cassian Andor is now more than a rebel hero. He's a lover, a survivor, and, perhaps most painfully of all, a man who may never get the chance to say goodbye the way he wants to. "I apologize," Gilroy said again near the end of the interview, "but I don't regret telling the truth about who Cassian is. Love is complicated. That's what makes it worth writing about." And for all the hearts he's broken, Gilroy has also given Star Wars one of its most emotionally honest romances, a love story not built on fantasy, but on quiet devastation.